This meditation will shift you to a parallel reality where you are more abundant. By the time you're done listening to this meditation, you are going to be in a completely different parallel reality, living more of who you really are, and notice more of the abundance that is all around you. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a guided meditation that will help you to embody more abundance and also to shift to the parallel reality where you are more abundant. Now, first off, let me say that the way I've been doing the videos on this channel has shifted a little bit, and it's because of you guys and the kind of feedback that I've been getting. I've been getting real positive feedback on adding meditations at the end of the videos. So the way that I'm kind of explaining certain ideas, it really, in my idea, also helps to wire in the information so that it's not just intellectual, it's something we can really embody. And I've been kind of blown away by your guys' response from it, so I'm going to keep on doing it. And one video that I did recently was on shifting to a parallel reality, and it got amazing feedback from you guys. So what I decided to do is to make this video similar, but with the infusion of abundance, because I get a lot of people that come to me saying, I want to become more abundant. I want to really live a more passionate lifestyle. What do I have to do for that? Well, we can use parallel realities to infuse ourselves with shifting to the one that we prefer. Now, as I've said with these videos, I'm going to explain a little bit of the ideas before we go into the meditation, because this allows whatever we learn right now to really absorb into us in a very powerful way so that we're able to embody it at the same time. So with parallel realities, understand that what movement is the shifting through different parallel realities, because there are an infinite number of parallel realities that exist. This is what science has shown us. This is what we're learning. We also know that the only moment that does exist is this moment right now, because right now we can have an experience. We never actually experienced the past, because when it was the past, it was this moment right now. When it will become the future, it will be this moment right now from a different point of view. The future never really comes because there's only the now moment. This is something that when it really starts to sink in, if you read the book The Power of Now, you'll understand that really there is only the moment right now. This can get easily infused with parallel realities, because then we can have the understanding that the abundant version of you, the you that is living in utter abundance, that does what you want for a living, that has money coming through in different ways, that feels an abundance in relationships, that version of you exists right now. It's simply vibrating at a different frequency because of three things: the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions. There's a version of you that is just simply use these three things in a different way, therefore embodies that vibration of that reality. But the thing is you can shift to that version of you by first off embodying the same thoughts, feelings, and actions as that version of you. Now, think of it also like this. If you've ever read Dr. Joe Dispenza's books, he talks a lot about how our personality creates our personal reality. Our personality is something that we think is set, but really the only reason that it's set is because we have identified with parts of ourselves forever, and we remain consistent to that identification. So for example, our personality is a combination of what we think, how we feel, and what we do. We do those three things over and over again. We do the same things day in and day out. We get up on the same side of bed. We go to work in the same direction, in the same route. We talk to the same people. We trigger the same emotions. We take the same actions. Therefore, we create the same things over and over again. What neuroscience shows is that over 90% of what we think on a day-to-day basis is recycled from the day before. Therefore, we are constantly shifting through different parallel realities, but we are creating the illusion that it is the same parallel reality over and over again, when in fact it is different. This is when we can start to get more into metaphysics and understand the totality that we are who we choose to be in the present moment. That only in the story we tell ourselves do we continue to experience the same past over and over and over again, because of the habitual thinking and the identification with the past. So the reason I'm saying this is because I really want you to understand that you can change your life by understanding how you can embody the best version of yourself. Now, the truth of the matter is we never really have to try to shift to parallel realities, because it happens naturally. There are an infinite number of parallel realities that exist, And this is a parallel reality. This is a separate one. This is a separate one. This is a separate one. They all look very similar. But just like on a movie strip, if you were to get the film on a movie strip and stretch it out, you'd be like, oh, this is one big movie. But in reality, you stretch it out, there's individual frames. And what you can do is you can cut up those frames and put them in a different sequence if you want to. But what we're going to do is we are going to just create a greater degree of change between where we are right now in the present moment and where we want to be. That's really what powerful change is. It's instead of creating these little micro changes, and that can be powerful because you can over time create a big degree of change if you just modify something a little bit each day. But what we are doing with this meditation is you may be here right now, you may want to have and exist in this kind of energy state of being with this kind of abundance. We're going to create a greater degree of change by identifying and feeling the emotion so strongly of this version of us that we just jump and shift to the version of us that is abundant with how they think, feel, and act. Because that version of you exists right now. It's not something you have to really try for. It's just about a choice of embodying it and choosing to move forward with it with that kind of energy state. Everything in physics and what we know about science is showing that everything is vibration, everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies, and the version of you that is doing exactly what you love to be doing and living in a kind of an abundance that you can hardly imagine exists right now, and the more you embody it is the more you focus on it. The more you focus on anything, the more that grows, the more that grows, the more momentum you create, and the more you start to create a greater degree of change between where you are and where you want to be. So what I'd like to do right now is we can get into the meditation. I'm going to ask you to do a couple things just to give it a little bit of a basis. One thing we're going to do is we're going to put our hands over our heart in the beginning. What this does is this increases the electromagnetic energy around our body. What science has shown is that the electromagnetic energy of the heart is thousands of times more powerful than that of the head. The missing key for so many people when it comes to creating their own reality or the law of attraction is they're visualizing from the mind rather than from the heart. The mind creates with the left brain, right brain, it creates good and bad. The heart creates from a singular point of focus, and the heart creates from a much more powerful place anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect to the center of ourselves so that we grow this electromagnetic energy around our body. And then what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the best version of ourselves, of something to us that represents, think of a scenario right now that would represent the best possible case scenario for you living in the abundance you want. So for me, for example, it'd be me living and traveling the world, speaking in front of large groups of people, staying at amazing hotels, talking and networking with other people in my field. It would be me feeling amazing while doing so. And it would be me interacting with people that like what I'm doing and that I'm able to kind of have an impact on. That's how I view it. That's one representation of me to that kind of parallel reality. So as I start to do meditations like I'm about to share with you, I start to literally embody the frequency of it. And by the time I come back from that meditation, I am a completely new person, and I start to see reflections of that. I've done this meditation before, and literally within an hour of coming out of it, getting messages in my email from people that want me to travel and speak in different events. I've had different networks communicate with me and say, hey, we want you to have show on our platform or have some type of connection. So this is something that's very powerful, and that's why I want to share it with you, because I think it can change your life in a powerful way. So with all of that in mind, let's take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. I'm going to cue the music. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and relax. So breathe it out. Feel your body loosen up more and more. Put your hands over your heart and start to feel into your heart center. You can feel the warmth around your hands. You can feel more inside the heart center. You can feel warmth. And like the energy is expanding in your heart center. Wherever we put our focus is where our energy expands. And right now, your heart energy is expanding more and more. Now what I'd like to ask you to do is to take another deep breath in, deep breath out, and close your eyes. As you breathe out, feel your body relax more and more. Now with every breath that you take, you are going to feel your body relax more and more. You're going to feel the heart energy expand with every breath that you take. You are feeling more connected to your heart than ever before. Take another deep breath in and out. Now imagine that there is a ball of energy inside of your heart center, any color that you like. It's a sphere. And imagine that this ball of energy is spinning in your heart center in a clockwise position. And that as it spins, you feel more relaxed. You feel more present to the moment. At the same time, you feel more authentic and connected to who you really are. Now imagine this ball of energy spinning faster and faster. The faster it spins, the more relaxed you feel. The faster it spins, the more you feel this energy inside of your heart center. It's spinning faster and faster, and relax. You have now grown the energy around your heart. Your heart has an intelligence. The Heart Math Institute has shown that there are neurons in your heart. And your heart has an intelligence. So ask your heart the question, is there anything I should know? Is there any message that you have for me? And then listen. Understand that the version of you that is doing exactly what you would love to be doing for a living, that lives in utter abundance, that version of you exists right now. And all you have to do is imagine that version of you and begin to embody the same emotions, the same actions, the same thoughts. So now what I'm going to ask you to do is to imagine a specific scenario where you are doing exactly what you love, living the kind of lifestyle you love, around the people that you love being around. Imagine one scenario that would represent that this is who you are. In your environment, you're looking at it through your own eyes. You can see how people respond to you. You can see how you carry yourself. Notice how your posture is. What do you see around you? Imagine those colors becoming brighter and brighter. What do you hear around you? Imagine those sounds becoming louder and louder. As this version of you, how does this feel to be living an abundant lifestyle, to be doing what you're passionate about, to have more and more of what you want come into your life than ever before. How does that feel? In this environment, look around and notice that there's a mirror standing in the middle. And go walk over to that mirror. And then look at yourself and notice the glimmer in your eye. Notice how attractive you look. Notice your body language, how you carry yourself. How there's an inner smile that you have. You feel so happy. As you look in the mirror, ask yourself, what are my abundant thoughts? What am I grateful for in my life? What am I consistently thinking of? Ask this parallel reality version of you these questions and wait for the answer. Now ask this parallel reality version of you what kind of feelings you embody on a regular basis. In this lifestyle, what kind of feelings do you feel consistently? And then wait for the answer. Ask yourself, this parallel reality version of you, what kind of actions you consistently take, what you love to do, how you carry yourself, and then wait for the answer. Second and look in the mirror at this version of you and make a choice right now that this is who you choose to be. This is who you are. Now what we're going to do is we are going to merge with this parallel reality version of us. And to do so, all we have to do is put our hand up to the mirror, to touch the mirror, to touch the reflection of this version of us. And as we do so, we are merging with this parallel reality, and this will become who we are. Now on the count of 5, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. And by the time I reach 1, with every number that I count, you're going to feel yourself merging more and more with this parallel reality version of you. You're going to feel like this is who you are. And with every number that we count, our hand is getting closer and closer to the mirror. So I'd like to ask you to put your hand up to this mirror. 5. Feel your hand moving closer to the mirror. With every number I count, you feel double the relaxation and double the sensation that this is who you are. 4. Feeling this new wave of confidence through your body. 3. Feeling more abundant than ever. 2. Hand is closer to the mirror now. 1. You have now merged with this parallel reality version of yourself. Now, as you touch this mirror, you notice but the mirror falls away. And what you now do is you walk through the mirror and onto the other side, and as you walk through the mirror, you realize that now you are a completely new person. This is who you choose to be, and this is who you are now. Notice how this feels. You realize that the old version of you was living out of an autopilot type thinking. It just wasn't aware that this is who you could choose to be. And from this point going forward, you are going to see more of a synchronicity in your life, that this is who you are than ever before. Whatever you focus on will come to you quicker than ever. Focusing on the abundance that you are is going to bring more of it into your life. And you are going to find before the end of the day today some type of reflection that this is who you are now. You're going to see an amazing reflection of something coming into your life. It could be a person, it could be a level of abundance, it could be something that you notice. And now that your attention has shifted, you will experience this new reflection. And you will get evidence of that before the end of the day today. Now what we are going to do is we're going to merge back with ourselves. We are going to awaken, feeling alert and present. And we're going to know that we are this abundant version of us, and that we have shifted to a parallel reality of abundance. So I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. With every number I count down, you feel more present to the moment, more relaxed, more certain that you're living in a completely new parallel reality full of abundance. 5, feel yourself now becoming more alert. 4, feeling more present. 3, feel the sensation in your body, wiggle your toes and start to move around. 2, feeling more present to the moment. And 1, feel relaxed, present to the moment, and know that you are now in a completely new parallel reality. Things may look similar, but everything has changed because you have changed your vibration. You have changed the way you identify yourself, and before the end of the day today, you will notice something amazing in your life happening that reflects to you, that says, yes, you have changed to a totally new version of you. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing more videos like this. If you like this video, please comment below. Let me know what you thought. I'm also going to be doing more live Q&As on Instagram. So if you want to ask me questions or have more live meditations like this, go ahead and follow me on Instagram below. And other than that, as always, I'm a safe